In this winged vehicle conversation we'll be taking a look at the Italian SM.81 aircraft. The Savio Marchetti SM or S.81 Pipistrello, Italian for bat, was the first 3-engine bomber and transport aircraft in service with the Italian Regia Aeronautica. The aircraft was first used by Italian civilian airlines under the designation of SM.73. The SM.73 was later militarized, and when it first appeared for military service in 1935, the aircraft was a step forward for Italian military aviation. The aircraft made use of a mixed construction, with the fuselage being made out of steel tubes with a metallic covered aft portion, while the rest of the aircraft was made out of wood and fabric. The aircraft had a large fuselage, uncharacteristic for a bomber. It also made use of quite a few windows to light up the interior, making it look like a civilian airliner. While the aircraft at its core doesn't look like a military one, it had a defensive armament of no less than 6 machine guns, making it a heavily protected aircraft by 1935 standards. The SM.81 first saw combat during the Second Italo-Lebanese War, where it served for bombing, transporting and scouting. During this war, the aircraft could have very well been used for the Italian war crimes, consisting of bombings of both military and civilian targets with mustard gas, which had been made illegal by the 1925 Geneva Protocol. The aircraft also saw action during the Spanish Civil War with the fascist forces under Francisco Franco. By the time 1940 arrived, the aircraft was obsolete but kept in service. It was now a great target for enemy fighters, having a top speed of just 340 km an hour with no load. But even after the end of the Second World War being hugely outdated, a few of this type of aircraft continued to serve the Italian military up to the 1950s. During this time, the last of this type were retired. Production lasted from 1934 to 1938, and a total of around 530 SM.81s were produced over this period. Sadly, even though more than 500 of this type were produced, as far as I can tell, none survive today. Now let's take a look at this aircraft in War Thunder. In War Thunder, the SM.81 can be found under the designation S.81 in the Italian tech tree. It sits as a BR of 1.3, being the first bomber in the Italian tech tree. It has a crew of 5, 4 of whom man the machine guns. With a max speed of 335 km an hour, it isn't the slowest aircraft at its BR, outrunning the PBY Catalina with just under 50 km an hour. The S.81 still is not a fast aircraft though, and enemy fighter aircraft should be avoided at all costs. It can carry a bomb load of up to 2000 kg, being able to clean up bases after the faster teammates with a lesser bomb load. If you'd like to start playing some Italian aircraft, I definitely recommend this aircraft for some more casual bomber games. I'm also convinced that this is as close as we'll ever get to the Junkers 52 being added to the game, so if you'd like to play an aircraft somewhat similar to the Junkers Ju 52 in appearance, I'd also recommend the S.81. If you enjoyed this winged vehicle conversation, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed and liked the video. If you didn't enjoy it, then of course don't. And I'll see you some other time.